And we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Opening day baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Philadelphia Phillies looking like a team that can make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and on the hill, Christopher Sanchez. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA. And guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. One down, base is empty. That catches the outside corner. That's strike two. On the ground to third. Boom. Throws to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. Two gone. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting this one, Chris Sale. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor on the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Pop up here, third base side. Riley pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you've got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against him.
And Acuna able to make the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Next one misses, and a count 2-1. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Way inside. 2 out, space is empty. And that one ripped to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there with a double. Nice way to start the year.
Lefty matchup, things not going so well.
at second here with 2 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Man on second, 2 down. Caught him looking for the K. We played 1 here in Philadelphia, and there is no score at Citizens Bank Park.
Tick-tock with the time on the clock. You've been wasting my time. Boy, you need to stop asking me 21 questions, going back and forth. Think playing tennis, you 1 minute, about to start up a war. Gala, acting goofy like a Bengali stranded on the island. Back up.
All set for the start of the inning. Here is Matt Olson. And he deals. Line drive, base hit down the line. So a man on base to start the inning.
That is big.
Golden next up for the Braves. And here it comes. And now 1 away.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Here is Ozzie, runner on the go. Flares it into the outfield. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter now, Adolis Garcia. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one is inside. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all. Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Second inning here, no score. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So now the DH spot, Otto Kemp. Now snap throw to first. And he's back standing. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day. And a good eye there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Realmuto runs. This one popped up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here's Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
The count 2-1. That one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Goes at it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Stepping in, Michael Harris. One down, base is empty. That to right. And that will drop foul. Top of the 3rd, no score. Right side, hard hit. Harper takes it to the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
The designated hitter,
Jorge Mateo now. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Braves go down quickly here, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Pedro Leon.
With Chris Sale on the mound today for Atlanta, I was thinking a bit about his career and his expectations here with the Braves. I think the biggest change for him is the fact that he won't be required to carry the entire pitching staff. This team will be able to survive if he has one of those tough stretches.
There's the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Left-hand hitter waits. And there's a strike.
You know, Boog, Sale carried the load in Chicago and Boston when he pitched for the White Sox and Red Sox, but this staff in Atlanta is on a different level. He's even joked that he could pitch horrible and people won't even notice because he's surrounded by so much talent.
Left-hand batter waits. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The lefty fires. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
But one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Here's Turner now. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And now here is Harper. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off. Sale delivers. Late with the swing there.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Zips it across, and that is that. One left for Philadelphia. Still no score. As we go to the top of the fourth, and the batter now, Eli White. Ball to strike. The pitch. To the right side. On to first. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. He usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one outside. It's 2-2. The wind to the pitch. Just misses with that one.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
One out, base is empty. Down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The pitch. And that one finds its way through. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat. Found a way to win the battle.
Dominant performance for him today. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. The pitch. And there's the ball.
Out.
And now the lefty on the ground, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. And midway in the fourth, no score. Bottom of the fourth, now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
The third baseman.
And Sale deals. That misses. 2-1. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been pounding him with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you can tell that hitter was just overmatched.
JT Realmuto steps in. Up the middle, Dubon. The throw to first. Already 2 gone here in the home floor.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick at the same time. And any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're headed to the 5th. We're tied 0-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park, top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Matt Olson. Ripped to short. Gathers and throws to first. One down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Golden. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hard hit left side. Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And that one handled. Gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Braves go down quietly. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here in Philadelphia. And now here is Edmundo Sosa. Sale ready.
Ball, that's just out.
That's inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna has it sized up. 1 away. Otto Kemp stands in for the Phillies. All tied up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Falling behind 2-1. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The line to the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he grounds one to the right side. Slides for the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Pedro Leon. Inside, just missed. The 2-1. Just missed. Kyle Schwarber waiting for a turn at the plate. Two outs. And he walked him.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side.
Here's a 1-1. Fall off foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Phillies strand 1. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. And a pitch.
Oh, that's it.
And now it's filled up.
Oh boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Struck him out looking. Michael Harris, the next to hit. The pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Turner makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The bat.
Jorge Mateo next up for the Braves. A 1-1.
Hey.
Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Chop back up the middle. He's in there.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Here's the left fielder, Eli White.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
On the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now, and we still have no score. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Trey Turner.
Partner back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Here comes a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here.
Number
Once you get the
three,
ball
number
on the
three.
pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Bryce Harper. Runner on the go. They pitch out. Throw, safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. Wouldn't chase that time.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Tyler Kinley up and loosening in the pen. Young, the lefty, warming up as well. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the sixth.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
The pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. The two strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip the cap.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Next offering is downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Kicks and deals. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. That's it out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Here's a 1-1. That one is upstairs.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
And another ball. Adolis Garcia up next. Man on second, two down. Swing and a miss. And now it's 3-2.
Ball, two strikes.
The pitch. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it is gone. That's worth the price of admission. And they lead it. It's 2-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got
home. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Tyler Kinley will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tyler Kinley.
So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. 2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a pitch. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and Garcia is out. That is the inning. JT Realmuto delivers yet again on this one, and it's 2-zip.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me.
Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the 7th. Leading off, Mauricio Dubon. And a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. And here it comes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Kicks and fires. This one popped up. Turner should have it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The batter, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And another ball.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
That one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one to first. Takes it himself. And 2 away to start the 7th.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Good eye in that spot.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Next pitch in for a strike. It's 2-2. The Phils leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Garcia ranging back on it, and it's gone. Matt Olson goes deep. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Bolden next up for the Braves. Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive, base hit. Bolden with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Christopher Sanchez is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. A new pitcher in the game, Orion Kerkering.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
And Albies is retired. And that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
When it hits you, or get a tissue. Swear to God, I'm an issue. You don't really want war. He can handle this. You ain't built for that like Jeep Wranglers.
Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. In the dirt, now 2 balls and a strike. And the right-hander deals. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now here is Otto Kemp.
Oh, that's it.
Throw to second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more to the plate than it was supposed to.
Two outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. Albies over to first in time. And the inning is over. Back at Citizens Bank Park. We go to the 8th. Now the third baseman, Austin. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. I'm talking about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Wouldn't chase that time. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Michael Harris waits on deck. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. One down, base is empty. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yohan Duran appears to be getting loose. Meza also getting ready. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. That's out number 2. Brad Keller on to pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're in these situations.
Jorge Mateo getting ready to hit.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Two outs. Got him swinging. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Danny Young comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. He's a guy who does it all with the lack of contact in today's game. This guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Left-hand batter waits. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he deals. That one misses. Now 2-2. The pitch out there. Now 1 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
The 1-1. Swings through that one. Action in the pen down there. Jose Suarez, the left-hander, up and throwing. Here's a 1-2. Got it by him for the K.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Two outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. The 1-1. A little bit low. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. See you later. And they tap one on the board. It's 3-1.
Well, breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Y'all shouldn't get it, Knox got mad, especially when he rhymes like that and licks like mad and stubborn kind of like my dad. You surprised I rap, getting home right, only nice guys ask, 'cause who else is like...
2 outs, nobody on. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And that one moves his feet. Two. Bounced out to short. Dubon zips it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. The Phillies add another on this solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran. A chance at his first save of the year. So the lineup flips over. Eli Wood now at the plate. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Schwarber settles under it. Falls it in, and there's 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Just missed.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
Tying run at the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. That one at triple digits.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly, so 1st and 2nd now, 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One down. Here's Matt Olson. So the tying run at 2nd. That's in there, and it's 1 and 2. Two on, 1 out. And there's a ball. Swings and misses, struck them out. Now only 1 out remaining.
see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
2 strikes.
The Braves down to their final strike.
Save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
And your final 3-1. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Siggy, here in Philadelphia, the hometown fans are excited.
This is one of the best places to play when you're playing well. No one more passionate than these Philadelphia Phillies fans. And this ballpark's still one of the most beautiful parks in all of baseball.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now, and towing the slab in this one, Jesus Luzardo. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on. But he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
And that's down, a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Here goes the runner. The 1-1 is fouled off. And he chases that one. One away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 1-1 now. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Real Muto throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, a nice lead and a nice steal there to get into scoring position with the heart of the order at the plate. That might just lead them to pitching around these hitters a little more because of the open base. But it's early in this ball game. Can't imagine it'll change the attack plan too much.
And he deals. Luzardo, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And now 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. One out, a runner at second, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Bounce to the right side. Slings to first. They get the out on Acuna. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Matt Olson.
Well, he's been putting up some huge power numbers, and opposing pitchers know that they can't make mistakes to him. In fact, they probably circle him pregame, making sure that if they're in a situation where their back is against the wall, they're going to find a way to pitch around him. Players that are in the top 5 in slugging percentage in the league really don't get overlooked.
Left-hand hitter waits, and he walked him.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Next to hit, Golden. That pitching for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And another ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And the pitch. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Philadelphia, and today's starting pitcher, Reynaldo Lopez. Chris, a pretty remarkable season on the mound for him.
Yeah, just a real solid season last year, finishing with a sub-2 ERA. That's getting it done. That is not having more than maybe one subpar start in the season. It's pretty much domination from wire to wire. And when you can do that against good hitters today that are looking to get the ball in the air, hit the ball over the fence, and slug, really impressive in what he did last year, and I only expect him to build on it this season.
The shortstop takes the ball. The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
This is Bryson Stott. Ball to strike. The pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Turner leads off second with nobody out. And misses inside. Two now. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Man at second. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a ball popped up. Riley drifts towards it, corrals it. One away.
Batting third.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs. A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
There's a swing and a drive. Acuna moving back. Out of here. That's worth the price of admission. And they jump out front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. This guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. And here is Bryce Harper. Kicks and deals. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Tag, and he's in there. And at second with 1 away. Alec Bohm getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
1-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Kicks and fires. Not even close there. It's 2-2. 2 runs across in the inning here in the second game of the series. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And a pitch. Out towards left center. White under this one. And there's 2 down.
Batting good. The left fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Two outs. That one finds the zone, and the count is filled up.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ballgame.
And a base hit right there. Now a long throw home, and they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Having a risky pitch inside with a breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
First and third, 2 away. JT Realmuto steps in. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And we're back. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Ozzie
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's Austin Riley, and that's in the dirt. The Braves down by a pair here at the top of the second. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns off.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Harris now at the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. The pitch. That one not close. Ball 2. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Pedro Leon stands in for the Phillies. 1 out, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Out on the drop third strike. 2 gone.
The batter number 7.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Trey Turner. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. Runner takes off. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Save! Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're on top 2-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. New inning getting started, and now it's the Braves DH, Jorge Mateo. The wind of the pitch. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now back
So the batting order turns over. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And a pitch. In the air, right side. Garcia heads after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop,
Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. Mateo runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throws low and he can't pick it.
When you're trying to swap a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
And down on strikes he goes. That's out number two.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's the bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
The Phillies leading by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing from Acuna. Big drive. Deep left field. Pulls it in on the warning track. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Kyle Schwarber. First, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And another ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The pitch. Hit hard. That gets through. And the leadoff man aboard. Bryce Harper to the plate. Swing and a miss.
1 and 10.
Not close with that one. And it's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And that's outside. Schwarber aboard here at first with nobody out. To the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Alec Bohm digs in now.
First baseman,
The pitch. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Good chase that time. The Phils trying to break this one open here in the last half of the third. Up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Fires it to the plate. The tag out. Boom. Into second, and he's got it done.
Well, not much you can say here other than you should have listened to your third base coach. It's tough because we've all seen examples of this working out for players, but when it doesn't, it's a really bad look.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. 2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball. And a 1-2. On the ground right side. A sliding stop. Gathers and throws. Got him. Nice play.
Well, still gets the RBI, but that was a really nice play. Great athleticism. You get him out, and you take away the base hit.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. 2 outs. And that one fouled off. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Righty to the plate. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. They limit the damage here, but they push across 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves nothing. Back at Citizens Bank Park, start of the 4th, and now Matt Olson up to hit. The wind and the pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's towards center. Leon has a beat on it. Pulls it in for the out. Then there's 1 down.
Now batting, number 30.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Golden. The Phillies leading by 3. Top half of inning number 4. Chopped left side. Boom. Fires across the diamond. Gets the catcher by a step.
The batter is second baseman,
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. The pitch. And another ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Goes down looking. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, and now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One down, base is empty. In the air on the infield. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 7. shortstop,
Trey Turner at the plate. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. 2 outs. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
On the ground, out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Manager out in the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ronaldo Lopez out of the game, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Joel Paynes on the pitch here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So 2 down, and now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Runner takes off. This one in the air. Riley drifts towards it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Austin Riley. The wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
That's to third. Tosses to first. And the first 2 set down on the top of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Mateo. That one hit to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that.
Coming with that warning to get you. You can get this from such a short distance. And my spit will probably still be warm when it hits you. Or get a tissue. Swear to God, I'm an issue. You don't really want war.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the ground to first. He handles it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Now first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper. Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground. Fires over to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The third baseman,
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. 2 outs, base is empty. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Man at second. That pitch in for a strike. 2-2.
2-2.
Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. One left for Philadelphia, but they lead at 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Eli White. And here it comes. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. And just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And a curve misses outside. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street. All they needed was a newspaper and some tape, and they were ready for a game. Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Bounced out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves 0.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage till the sun out. Your boy deep dumb blown up.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. And the right-hander's 3-1. Swing and a base hit.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And at first, and now Adolis Garcia. Fastball for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Kinley getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Young warming up as well. At the belt and fires. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Now move to first. Back in there standing. And a 1-2. Real Mutual runs. And that one hammered way back there. And And this place is rocking. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 5-zip.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And stepping in is the speedy Pedro Leon. And that one is lifted in the air. White makes the grab on the run.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop.
Back to the top of the lineup. Trey Turner with a chance now. Still only one out here in the inning. And a swing and a miss.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Caught him looking for the K.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
2 outs, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. And the right-hander deals. In the air, out towards left center. White makes the catch, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. Here is Matt Olson. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
And he deals. The punch out there, and that's the first out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Bolden next up for the Braves. Lined into right. And that's down, a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Lifted in the air, right center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 left for Atlanta, still looking at that 5-0 deficit. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Jose Suarez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. That one missed.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
3-2 now. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. White going back on this one. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. He just knocked that ball down.
On the ground to the left. Harper retired.
Now batting, third base.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And the pitch. So now 1-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's down and in.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Dubon to first. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Bryce Wilson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Mateo. Just missed.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving.
Turner to second. That's one. Eli White, the next to hit.
The left fielder, Eli.
The 1-1. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Oh, the throw is over his head. Mateo round second on his way to third. And he'll pull into second safely. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. Next offering is in for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And the righty deals. That's outside. And the count is 2-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Mateo at third. White at second with 2 gone. And it skips in the dirt. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Zips it to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. It's 5-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tyler Kinley.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
In the air, left field. White in position, brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, catcher,
JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. Bases empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw on to Olsen, and Realmuto is out.
Now batting, the right field.
2 outs, base is empty. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. Kicks and deals.
No.
Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Young getting cranked up as well. 2 down, nobody on. And he chases a high fastball there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Here comes a pitch. And there's ball 4.
The batter, the center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Pedro Leon. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Phillies strand 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Alvarado.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's Matt Olson. Kicks and fires. Not even close there. 2 balls and a strike.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Right back to him on the mound. And Olsen is set down.
Now batting, number 30.
And here's the catcher, Golden. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. The Phils leading by 5 here at the top of the 9th. And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled, and they're down to their last out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Yeah, the batter now, Ozzie Albies. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies use 3 pitchers to combine for the shot.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. What this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.
This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. So the Philadelphia Phillies have yet to lose a game in this series, and now they go for the sweep at home against their division rival.
So, Boog, I noticed a few fans carrying brooms around the stadium. Where do you think these people find these brooms? Do they bring them from the house? And are they dirty? Are they clean? What's the deal? I think some of them look brand new. But anyway, these players have played great in this series, and they're looking to sweep their division rivals right out of the building.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, this guy's coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive.
That's what you got to have at the hot corner. Cat-like reflexes. Line drive. Caught by the third baseman as he dives. Terrific play.
Here's Mauricio Dubon.
We're watching a pitcher in Nola that flew through the Phillies minor league system. He was drafted in 2014 and made his major league debut the following year. You can't ask for much more from the 7th overall pick in the draft. Man, the scouts got it right.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that means Matt Olson will have a chance to hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Ripped to short. They get the force, and that is that. Braves strand one, and now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. You're watching Phillies baseball on the show Northeast.
You think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Back here with my pal Siggy, getting the nod in this one. Grant Holmes. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Wouldn't chase that time. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Ripped on a line. Drops into the glove. And there's one away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around in the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent, And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And that's in there at the knees.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Swings and misses. Now 2 out.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
2 out, space is empty. That one misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Missed inside with the curve. Trey Turner to bat next. Payoff pitch. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. Phillies down in order. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now in for the Braves. Bolden.
Number 30.
Here's a 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
This one smashed down the right field line. And that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. In there. That's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Austin Riley. Clips the corner, and the count's even at 2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know? Yeah, no question.
And now, Michael Harris. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. He goes down looking.
Big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Swings 3 down.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
And it's even up. Pitch. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. Nicely done. They get out of the jam. 2 up for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Half of inning number 2. Trey Turner down. And a pitch. Outside. And a count 2-1. start the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And a pitch. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Runner on the go. They pitch out. Throw to second, and he's safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That one is absolutely belted. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Flying around third is Turner. Caught in a rundown now. Tries to get back and save.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his backpack to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
One away, runners at second and third. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And another ball. The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you've got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
The kick, the 3-2. This to center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. If Rose slide, he's safe. On the board first, it's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
Real Muto on third with 2 out. Just missing there. Yeah, that's ball 2.
It's a good take.
Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Left-hand hitter waits. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Eli White. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
Got him swinging. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Marsh makes the grab for the second out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The Phillies leading by a run here in the third and final game of the series. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. The Braves go down quietly. They trail here 1-0.
It ain't no surprise. A full moon sits in the sky. You better watch your back tonight because there's no compromise.
Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the last of the third. Here's the center fielder, Pedro Leon. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. The wind of the pitch. On the ground, right side. On to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, right there.
So the Philly batting order turns over. This is Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Up and in, and it's 2-1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 1 out, bases empty. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Harris pulls that one down, and there's 2 away.
Now the designated hitter.
2 outs, bases empty. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
And another ball. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Schwarber out of the play. Play made, that ends the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they lead it 1-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park, Matt Olson up to the plate.
Matt Olson.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Golden next up for the Braves. Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. And it stays there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
1 down. Austin Riley now at the plate. The pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. 2-2. And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Strike on the outside. 2-2 now. 2 outs with a runner at third. In the air, left field. And that's the third out. 1 left for Atlanta, and it remains 1-0.
Yeah, we made it. Welcome to the celebration. And this is word to the haters. We never stopping up. Shout out to all of you haters. Thank you for.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now here is Harper. And a 1-1. And another ball.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Riley fires the first. Harper retired.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's Turner now. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Harris settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Phillies down in order, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning.
The batter number 1, second baseman.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, 2 ball. Stop. Good feed. That's 1. And that's 2.
I think 4 6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Eli White next up for the Braves. Out towards right center field. Catches, stumbles, hangs on.
Oh, a sigh of relief in their dugout. Stumbled a little bit. If he misses that one, it rolls all the way to the wall. Nice catch to end the inning.
And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to him. JT Realmuto. That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. Activity in the bullpen. Aaron Bummer, the left-hander, up and throwing. Young also throwing. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And Realmuto is out. 1 down.
The batter, the right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball to left. White under it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. That one at the knees for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
That one misses. Now 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first. That is the inning. So they make short work of them there. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves. Back here in Philadelphia. Now it's the shortstop, Mauricio Dubon. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
No outs, runner at first. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and Harper Order coming up right behind him.
Harper. There's one. Relay to first. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Hammer, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit. A couple of singles back-to-back. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
The Phils up by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. Third out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
At the belt and fires. Off the mark there, and a count is 3-1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Tyler Kinley preparing to come on if needed. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Leading off for the Phillies.
So the lineup flips over. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Ball to strike. Bunting, but that's a foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Bummer deals. And now 2-2. Now snap throw to first. And he's back safely. still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Out to short. Dive, and he's got it. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the dive. Man, put this guy in the mound.
And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Left-hand batter waits to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
The batter, the first baseman,
Here's Harper now. Two outs. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run scores from third, and they take a 2-run lead. To second, but way too late. Save there.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He took a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's Trey Turner. And now the lefty. That's in there.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Braves nothing.
Back then you'd hit me up and it made me nervous. Young girl, big dreams, thinking I was foolish. I'm not proud of weak, I let my reputation speak. Nothing good ever comes from making.
Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Mike Yastrzemski. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Brad Keller appears to be getting loose. Meza, a lefty, warming up as well. The line and the pitch. Inside, almost got him.
2-2 the count.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Righty to the plate. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. Not in time, it's a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Tying run at the plate. Out to center. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
the batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Aaron Nola's day comes to an end, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Ryan Kerkering comes on now. He's making his second appearance of the season. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The tying run at the plate. Got it! Huge strikeout there. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Eli White.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swung on, belted. Marsh going back. In comes the run from third. It's 2-1. And that one is off the wall.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So runner at second, 2 down. Mauricio Dubon digs in now. And that's down and away.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
So the tying run at second. Late 8th time, it's strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the swing.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
I ain't never seen a best.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Kinley. This is his 3rd time out this year. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. The other way, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now it is JT Realmuto. One down, base is empty. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the right fielder, Adolis.
Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Righty delivers. Good eye in that spot. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Two down, nobody on. And that's a base hit.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
2 outs, runner at first. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Liner. and that should be extra bases. Garcia around second, headed for third. Coming home. Now a relay to third, and he's out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. So they get 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brad Keller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And here comes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. And that's a leadoff double.
That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Here is Matt Olson. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Into the outfield, base hit.
There. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
A move being made at third. Coming on to pinch run for Atlanta, Jorge Mateo. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now it's going to be Golden. In the air to left center. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Such an impressive play defensively right there. The outfielder on the run first makes the catch, but then quickly able to set his feet and get a strong enough throw with accuracy to the dish. Nice job by the catcher as well to finish it off. Just a highlight play.
Austin Riley next up for the Braves.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Ball.
That misses. It's 2-2.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But
makes the play, and it's out number 3. Braves strand 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now into the ball game on defense, Jorge Mateo. He takes over in right.
Number 4.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Danny Young.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Digging in, Pedro Leon. Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Good one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Kyle Schwarber will hit next. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. The pitch. And downstairs.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
3 balls, 1
That
strike.
one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though. But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And that's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now first baseman.
2 on with 1 out. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Wouldn't chase that time.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 fulls, it's the Phillies 3 and the Braves 1. We go to the 9th, and now it's the Braves DH, Mike Yastrzemski. Pitching change here, Yohan Duran. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. 1-1 now. That one in triple digits. It's for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Got him swinging.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
There's a strike. Ground ball right side. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
So it's their last chance in this one. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. Right-hander kicks, deals. And strike 2.
Well, base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
A swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now. This is the type of run that you can put together a nice, long winning streak. We'll see if they're able to do it in the next game.
And your final 3-1. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton, our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.